specific sound that you can use for a specific game, right? A specific version of the game. We're looking for the general term. I would call it flying. Since this is an enemy flyer, maybe we're looking for a flying sound. So, you can remember this, right?
I can see your own there.
Wipe that out and give me, flying, dash flying. Does that make sense though, what I'm describing? We're looking for the more generic term for
It didn't make sense for your instructions before you left?
Well,
Actually, it kind of did.
But, yeah, I'm never perfect at this stuff.
Yeah, you're never perfect, David.
Never. Okay, so...
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You can give a programmer students to teach, but you can't help them teach.
Yeah, well, we might be able to. Okay, so that now what we've done is we established what happens when the friendly projectile hits an enemy projectile, but we probably need a different sound, right, when a friendly projectile hits an enemy flyer.
The projectile would be like...
Well, it depends on which game we're talking about. So if we're talking about George's game, what are the projectiles again? We're throwing what at the what?
Oh, okay. So, it's a sombrero. The enemy flyer is a sombrero.
Right.
That drops little Mexican heads.
Yes.
And then there's a bubble gun that shoots them, and then they go over the wall. I figured that would be less violent and less, like, racist.
We'll see what we can do about that, because remember, it all has to behave like this.
So
So-
go...
There's going to be something...
The implication is that they're going across the wall and not shot out of the air
Fair
on
enough.
sight. Because that seemed a little bit too...
Yeah, that seemed a little on the strong
About
side. Appreciated, by the way.
It's like, I'm not... If I were actually a racist, then maybe I'd want to do harm to the Mexicans in the game, but I'm not. So.
Okay, so we want a sound here listed for friendly projectile colliding with the enemy flyer. So we want this down here, FP collision with EF.
So like the bubble gun make another like beginning there's a bubble makes, but
Well, okay, now interesting the sound that you're making right now. Okay, that's fine. So we're talking about FPs right now. So when you launch a friendly projectile, so do we probably need a launch sound?
That's, what's that? Launch sound we went with,
Ralph.
like, kind of an exhaust from a rocket, given that it's missile command.
Oh, good. This is the sound that it's going to make when it launches it, right?
Yeah, like a...
Okay,
Kind of like, you've heard, like, a rocket launch, or like...
sure. So, but we need a generic title for this. The sound for when a friendly projectile launches. So probably launch?
Launch noise.
Launch noise? Sure. All right. So let's see. We have any projectile falling, and then I can't remember what the hell does impact here mean.
It was falling, so there's the falling noise, and then when it hits, like, a victim or
When
an
it hits a
impact.
victim. Sorry. So would you say impact
You
with
forgot
victim?
what we were talking about.
I did. I was trying to figure out impact what, and that's because we didn't specify victim here. Very good. Okay, now, so this sound is for what?
That's when the victim gets hit.
So, okay, so that's exactly this question. Which one is controlling that sound, the victim or the enemy projectile? And right here we just said enemy projectile impact with victim. So,
Just ignore the victim.
so this would be the OG. If you want to put like Prince the OG or something over there so we remember that's what we were talking about. OG.
Ugh.
or blue
Yeah, that'll scratch that out of the way. All right, so you guys who remember missile command, what other sounds do we have? That was a very nice victim, though. I really apologize for making you erase it. Beautiful V. What other sounds do we have for missile
like I'm one
command?
of the victims in this game.
other sounds.
Are we missing anything? I don't think we're missing
No,
anything.
not missing anything.
So background, the only thing I can think would be background noise, background sound. Should we have something, or should we not have a background sound? Missile command didn't. It did not have
I don't
background
think it also
music.
had the capability for it either. That was kind of.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
pretty
it was more a limitation as a
Probably
like,
was.
design choice.
Oh, I remember what missile command had. You remember when all of the victims got blown up? It had a sound for when the whole
I've never played
level ended.
Missile Command.
It'd be like.
You're asking everyone in here, and I'm assuming.
So what did the victim?
Oh, Aunt Mary. Aunt
Victims
does.
get here.
Down there
Hit.
next one.
You're bullying.
He's working with Cheryl.
Then it'd probably make us.
Well, it made a. Well, that one made a. It sounded like this. It was a horrible sound. So let's do a
So, like,
end of
a
level.
sec- Like you described it more as like an ascending explosion, like,
It was. That's it. I was
like an
kind
outward explosion, like one explosion number, 1, 2, 3, 4, like kind of going.
Well,
out.
in fact, it's funny that you say it that way because it was a big red dot that started here and then grew until it covered the whole screen. That was the wonderful effect of Missile Command. So let's make it one
What
for.
kind of at the time in the 80s?
Let's make end of level.
So the end of level is.
An end of level sound. Okay. I don't think that there's more. I think that's everything. Hello. We're going. Annie's next door, working with Cheryl,
Oh yeah?
doing Spark Fun. We're
Oh,
working
nice.
on Darkfall.
Oh cool.
Feels like Berlin.
Did you bring your spike pen?
I think you decided not to do Spark Fun this term, right?
Yeah, I decided not to either. I took audio class.
So maybe we'll
instead.
do it again later. Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not.
I'm gonna go, but we need to talk some
Okay,
maybe
bye,
after our
Justine.
thing on Wednesday. Are you
Bye.
there on Wednesday for the Boeing?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was hoping we talked before though.
So
There's
talk
too much
tomorrow.
Zoom
Yeah,
lines
if there's a
Okay.
chance.
Give me a call or
Okay,
we'll try to catch each other. And
What
talk
was
about
it?
that idea you're germinating.
good. Thank you.
What noise did the enemy actually make when they actually are hit out of their vehicle
In Missile Command?
in a dark ball?
Well, we're making it up, right?
So that they'd probably be like, ah, la, la,
Okay. Well,
like, "Mah."
Yes. something like that. Well, the good news is, all we're gonna do is put a microphone in front of you, plug it into his computer, and record all these sounds, and then synthesize them.
I mean, yeah.
Sensitize them.
Okay, let's talk about this.
It's like,